This is exactly the teams I'm using in the treasure hunt in Heroes of History Epic Empire. I'm going to go over my 4 teams because at the moment I only have like 4 teams. I'm working on my 5 team. To be fair, the water team is a little hard if you don't have Napoleon. But anyway, I'm going to jump directly over the teams I'm currently using. So first thing first, since I have to go over the teams. I'm going to... I use my teams single core. I want to point out that my teams are single core. It's going to be sun. I have one sun. I have one fire. I have one leaf. And I have one moon team. So from the sun, obviously the first hero I'm currently using there is going to be King Minos, the ultimate tank. The ultimate tank in Heroes of History Epic Empire. Okay, not much to say. It's giving the taunt, so he grouped everybody on one place. On top of that, is having pretty decent survivability, like increasing the defense, also heal himself. Very solid, one of the best tanks in Heroes of History Epic Empire. In combination with him, I use also Joan of Arc. Is doing some damage, heal the allies within the radius of 2 of the location for 133% of her base damage. Increase the attack of the targets by 13%. So here we're getting some damage, we're getting some healing, we get some buff in form of extra attack of Joan of Arc attack. Very solid hero again. Now here is the Louis. Now Louis, I don't think I actually need that much the Louis, but it's a hero that I level up to level 50. On top of that is level 25 his spell, but still shields all ally with the radius 2.5 for 385% of his base damage for 8 seconds. Also increase the defense of the targets by 56 of his defense. A very solid survivability oriented hero. This is the Louis, one of my favorite heroes. This is basically one of the first heroes I get in Heroes of History Epic Empire, and it helped me by a lot when I start playing this game and in the future missions. The other hero is Sacagawea. Now Sacagawea is my healer. Now believe it or not, you're going to need healers here, because with no healers you're going to spend a lot of resources. So she is doing the healing part of my team, kills the ally with the most missing HP, 1.1k of her base damage, prioritizing heroes, and also charges the ability of the target by 5 seconds. Determined when the unit active ability charge replenish over time and resets to 0 once the ability have been used. So 5 seconds is crazy charge. I'm not gonna lie, crazy charge. It's basically whoever she point, there is a solid chance this hero immediately firing up, immediately shoot his best spell right there. And finally, it's actually Tom Guzen. The reason is AoE. I'm needing some kind of AoE. I have like 2 AoE, Joan of Arc and Tom Guzen. I'm looking for a single hitter, and most likely I'm going to start working over Sir Lancelot. This is one of the heroes that I plan to level up in the future. And also Queen Shi Huang is also very solid hero. But for now I'm using Tom Guzen. Again, the reason behind is deal fantastic damage, is around a radius of 3. Radius of 3 is a solid one. Normally it's like 2, here we're having 3. Has 30% chance to deal a total 160% bleeding damage to the target. Over 6 seconds, has 50% chance to stun the targets for 2 seconds. A very solid hero, not gonna lie, very solid. Now in the future, maybe I'm going to replace Louis with some other hero, to be fair, because I for sure going to need a healer. I have 2 AoE heroes, I have a tank, so most likely I'm going to need a single hitter like Sir Lancelot, very solid one, or maybe Quan Chi. Most likely I'm going to go with Sir Lancelot. So this is one of the teams that I'm having for the treasure hunt. Now let's jump over the next team. This is my fire team. Obviously Ashoka one of the best 3-star hero in Heroes of History Epic Empire. Right here, this hero is going to give you the best experience in in Heroes of History Epic Empire gameplay. Definitely this is what you're going to receive from this hero. I speak with a lot of people and they all agree Ashoka is the guy. Heals the ally for 877 of his base damage. Prioritizing heroes, heals the ally with the second most used HP, 169, basically doing 2 healing. After you max this spell, I don't remember at which level, but at the beginning he's a single target. After this he go with the 2 targets. From point of awakened, fully awakened is for me, and we're having some seconds reduction of the initial and regular charge. So this is also what matter over here. So this is my healer. Now going further, I use Leonardo da Vinci. The reason behind is AoE. I cannot say it's one of the best heroes right there, but still, it's teleport to the location, deals total 247% burn damage to the enemy within the radius of 2 around himself, 8 seconds, increase his attack by 18%. A lot of extra stuffs the Leonardo da Vinci are receiving, and at the same time it's not that valuable. Increase his attack speed by 12%, increase his attack by 18%, not something crazy. After 6 seconds, teleporting back to his initial position. But still, I'm using because I'm having him level 50. The other hero is Hercules. Now, Hercules is going to be the hero that I'm planning to use him as a tank. The reason behind is he still is not at this stage. My spell is level 26. But at level 40, he's going to have heal himself for 1.6 close to 1.7 thousand percentage of his base damage. So basically it's crazy amount of healing. So yeah, I'm planning to make his spell level 40 and use him as a part from my tank alliance. So this is so far for the Hercules, doing some AoE damage, 185% area of damage. Within the radius 2.5. 2.5 is solid one. I really like it. Stun the target for 1.5 seconds. Not crazy stun, but yeah, heal himself for 560% of his base damage. Still, he already have some very solid percentage healing right here. I don't know why it's like 560. Level 20 is just 80. Maybe with each level you start receiving what is going to be the next one. So at level 26, 560, still very solid hero in Heroes of History Epic Empire. The other hero that I'm currently using there is Menace. Now, why I actually use Menace, I don't. For the people who have Menace, I don't need to explain why I'm using Menace, but for the people who don't know, this is the best epic hero in Heroes of History Epic Empire. Period. The best epic hero in Heroes of History Epic Empire. So, what he is doing, dealing 190% area of damage to the enemies within the radius of 3. Radius of 3 is very solid one. The location with the most enemies. Reduce the movement speed by 80% for 6 seconds. 80% is crazy. It's basically like they're like stunned there. Deals a total of 88 burn damage to the target over 6 seconds. Increase attack of the allies within the radius of 3 at the location with the most allies by 22% of his attack for 6 seconds. This level 20 at level 25. We're expecting, okay, this is movement speed, deals total damage 88. So yeah, it's going to jump to 33%. Increase the attack of the allies with the radius of 3 of the location with the most allies, 22% of his attack for 6 seconds. Right now it's like 22%. Solid, crazy hero. Now from there, I actually use Leonidas. The reason behind is Leonidas is also tanky, doing some stuns and doing some AoE damage. So for the front lines, I'm only use Achilles and I use Leonidas. Now I was thinking about the Achilles and Bondika, but most likely I'm going to, and also I have Muan. Muan is also very solid hero. I want to point out this thing, but still she's not leveled up. And most likely I'm going to level up her, and I'm going to replace maybe Leonidas. Yeah, most likely it's going to be Leonidas, and it's going to be Muan with Hercules in the front lines. Achilles and Bondika is going to be separate team, where it's going to be teams for killing heroes. You know, the treasure hunt, you're having some stages where it's just heroes, you have to kill the heroes. So this is going to be, these two heroes is going to be part from this stage. For the mass AoE, it's going to be Hercules, like Muan, also, you know, Menace. My fire team is crazy. It's crazy wild. It's very good one. Okay, so this is the far one. From there, we're jumping over the Leaf. Leaf is my weak, strong team. We're having Medusa here. Oh, my favorite hero, Medusa. I really like when I level up her, and she's like, and the eyes is getting wild. But anyway, here I have solid heroes also. We're having his suit, crazy healing, heals for 788. All the alias, and also charging the ability by 1.6 seconds. This is very, very solid. We're having Medusa doing crazy amount of damage. Her spell is level 29. At level 40, deals total damage. The total damage is going to increase by a lot. This is one of the best heroes in Heroes of History Epic Empire from the manipulators and with damage dealers. I'm having a Robin Hood, but I don't use Robin Hood. I want to point out this thing because Robin Hood, I actually use Robin Hood. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm using. No, I don't use Robin Hood. Sorry. I'm actually using Attila the Hun, and I use Herman. This duo is from the front lines. The reason behind is Attila the Hun is getting some healing. Heal himself for 534 of his base damage. So he's having the healing, and also a single target, but I have crazy multi-target hero, which is the Medusa. So I'm using just so he can be able to heal himself. On top of that, Herman is also healing himself. Both of them, okay, this one is a cavalry, this one is a heavy infantry. Herman is also doing some healing for himself and also for the others around him. And Hitsusuit is doing some extra healing. And the only thing I need is just Medusa to fire up her spells. And yeah, this is my green team. It's not one of the best one, but most likely I'm going to try to steal Naya or Tiger Lily just to have some extra healers for my other teams. I think Tiger Lily is a very solid one, and maybe I can use her with my purple team, because for my purple team I don't have any healers. And speaking about the purple team, this is my purple team. Here we're using Otto for the taunt, shield himself for some percentage, shield the ally with the lowest HP for 20% of his base damage. Prioritizing hero, but still the second shield is not something crazy. We're having Maria Curie doing crazy amount of damage, AoE damage, deals 90% area of effect for random enemies and to the enemy within the radius of 1. Deals a total 64, deals total burn and poison damage. A very solid, one of the best heroes in this game. The other hero that I use right now is Lincoln. Lincoln, if you have him awakened, he is maybe one of the best heroes in this game. If you have him awakened for any content, arena, or maybe arena, campaigning, it didn't actually matter. He is so universal hero in Heroes of History Epic Empire. Now the fourth one is actually Thomas Edison. The reason behind is very nice AoE and very fast attack. This is the main reason I actually use him. And I have Confucius. Confucius, the reason behind is reducing the defense of all enemy and increase the attack of all alias, so it's like buff the buff. I really like him, but most likely I'm going to replace him at one point because I'm going to need a healer, because I don't have any kind of healer. Now with Lincoln, I can get this invisibility, but at the end of the day, it's not going to heal me. It's not going to give me some shield, nothing. So my purple team is going to just go down if I don't think over something here. So yeah, guys, this is the heroes the teams I'm currently using in Heroes of History Epic Empire over the treasure hunt, and I get some good results with those heroes. Let me know in the comments your heroes. Don't forget to hit one like on the video. Also subscribe if you're new for more Heroes of History Epic Empire. And if you want to support my work, you can become a member of my channel. So yeah, I wish you a great day, and check out this video here. Maybe it's going to be interesting for you, some extra information. See you in the next video.